First on Fox 21, President Donald Trump claims Israel and Iran agreed to a ceasefire, but the fighting is not slowing down.
Israel's military says that Iran launched missiles towards the country within the last hour after Iran's foreign minister said the country would halt its fire if Israel stopped its airstrikes. The ceasefire was supposed to begin on midnight Wednesday, and it's unclear if this attack will change that.
It comes hours after Iran fired at least 6 missiles at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, home to more than 10,000 American service members. There are no reports of significant damage or injuries. Iran says it was in response to the U.S. bombing 3 nuclear sites in Iran over the weekend.
And back in our state, mixed reactions to the strike ordered by the White House.
Some people think the president made the wrong choice, while one Iranian living in Colorado Springs is hoping the bombing will defeat the Iranian regime and give his people back their freedom.
Fox 21's Carolyn Felling spoke to people on both sides to clarify who they think is at fault from this weekend's attacks. Carolyn.
Scott, Rachel, I spoke to an Iranian man who took refuge in America back in 2012. He says under the current Iranian regime, it is death by punishment to be a Muslim Christian, which is why he came to the States. But he hopes Trump's attack will allow him to reunite with his family still in the country.
The only language I understand is force, and thank God for Israel and President Trump to teach him a lesson.
Mohammed Freedy, an Iranian refugee in Colorado Springs, says the world is a safer place after Trump attacked the nuclear sites. But some in the Pikes Peak region think it should have never happened in the first place.
You can call it unprovoked, not totally unprovoked, but certainly preventive and preemptive are the words, the active words there, meaning you make an attack without anything going on right in the near future or near past to have justified.
But Faridi says the biggest concern for the Iranian people is defeating the regime.
The only thing they understand is the language of force. Nothing else. They will not compromise.
That is the reason he left in the first place after converting to Muslim Christianity.
Iranian people have no freedom, absolutely none. No religious freedom, no human rights, no freedom of speech. If you do not abide by the laws of Islam, then you're an enemy to this regime.
Freedy says his family still lives in Iran and has not heard from his mom in 10 days and cannot contact them because the regime has cut their internet access.
Imagine Israel when they're going to attack an area, they're sending messages to the Iranian people to evacuate. And the Iranian people don't have access to that, unfortunately. So that's a very, very evil thing that this regime is doing.
Ultimately, both sides want peace.
Our own position is that no state should have nuclear weapons.
Taridi says when the regime is removed, he hopes to reunite with his family.
I miss you, Mom. That's what I'm going to tell her.
An anti-war protest continuing throughout the nation, including one outside of the state capitol on Sunday with demonstrators holding signs and waving to traffic. Scott and Rachel.